The pathogens don't like cinnamon because A, it's drying, and B, it's obviously unpalatable to something. Bugs and nasties just tend to sort of curl up and die at the thought of cinnamon powder, which works an absolute charm. But yes, San Pedro is an absolutely brilliant one. We also have Bolivian torch, the Bridges Eyes, and the Peruvian torch, Peruvianus. Now they grow metres and metres. You know about metres and metres of unnecessary metres of cactuses. But these San Pedro, they're reasonably thin. A lot of them can grow up to about 4 inches in diameter. The ones we have tend to only do under 2 inches. And because of that, they grow very tall and they put offsets and offshoots. Wonderful hint, when you've got San Pedro or any other cactus, try watering them with coconut milk. Take a tin of coconut milk and a litre of water, mix it together and water it just once or twice, and it will encourage rooting, pupping, branches, all that sort of thing. It'll go really, really mad. There's some hormone or other in coconut that encourages cactuses to do this. It works. You can only realistically do it twice, because if you water them more than twice in this country, it tends to attract ants. You end up with all the sugars and the stickiness around the roots, and you end up getting ants. But if you only give it, for us, one application seems to about do it, and it makes the cactuses it's much more productive. Even in Peyote, it makes the roots thicker. It pushes out lots more capillary roots. Coconut milk's an absolute charm for that sort of thing.
Is there a good time of year, better time of year for doing that then?
Yeah, make sure they're in active growth. Late spring, early summer. If you just give them one application of it, and it's pretty much all you need. If you need to do a second one, then maybe the same time the year after. But I reckon most of ours within 6 to 8 weeks of the coconut milk application, you can see they've started to push out little pups and branches where they just don't usually. Normally, if the cactus is long and tall and straight, that's all it's going to do. And the only way to get a pup or a branch is give it a wound, and it'll heal and do that automatically as a result to a trauma. But the coconut milk tends to just make it do it anyway, and it splits itself open and pushes babies out, sort of a bit like Alien.